So I know you've experienced it when you have so much time to complete a project that you basically run out of time. It's like your work magically expands to fill up the time you had planned for it. And at the end of the day, your productivity and your schedule, they seem to fall off the rails. Well, here's the deal. You're not imagining it. Ultimately that little thing that should have been a simple undertaking becomes something that, it eats up all your time. That's Parkinson's law in action, which basically states that your work will expand to fill up the amount of time that you have allotted for it. You've experienced that, right? So let's imagine, for example, that your only task today is to make a single phone call, right? That's something that should take a busy person maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But when you have that kind of time, you catch yourself, after 90 minutes on social media, maybe another half an hour, dilly-dallying around, maybe 45 minutes planning for the call, and who knows what else, and suddenly your day's filled. So how do you buck the trend and get back on track? Well, understanding Parkinson's law is only half the battle. But what really matters is we have to understand how to avoid that 11th hour panic, right? So what we can do to start is by clearly defining what we need to get done. And then we can prioritize our tasks so that we're more likely to do the things that we'll put off, right, in the future, right? So we get rid of our procrastination. It's the exact opposite of Parkinson's law. Rather than letting our work fill in our time, we're like pulling out the amount of work to put in that window of time. Another great strategy is to tighten your deadlines, right? A good rule of thumb is to move our deadlines from weeks to months to days to weeks, right? It makes project management much easier, and it also builds a sense of urgency so that, those end dates, it might not be right around the corner, but there's a sense of urgency to fill that deadline, right? To meet that deadline. So here are the suggestions for this week. What are you putting off at work? How can you chunk it down into more immediate deadlines moving forward? And what about in your personal life, right? How could you apply this strategy there? So that's your Monday motivation here for this week. So get out there, get moving, and make a difference. And until next week, my friends, I'm Certified High Performance Coach Damian Vanderberg, your coach for life.